Democratic National Committee Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz is denying allegations that her staff offered a deal to reverse her medical marijuana opposition if a Florida donor stopped criticizing her. Last year, Wasserman Schultz opposed donor John Morgan's medical marijuana initiative, and the dispute resurfaced this week amid reports that she might go after a U.S. Senate seat. Morgan and other medical marijuana advocates told Politico that they would oppose her candidacy and criticized her voting record and stance on the topic. But text messages and emails obtained by Politico indicate her top political advisor proposed that if Morgan stopped the criticisms, she would be willing to back his new medical marijuana proposal. Wasserman Schultz says the story is outrageous and false. And speaking of changing views on medical marijuana, the strong show of support from voters has prompted Republican lawmakers in Florida who once opposed medical marijuana to now support it. Last year, lawmakers in the GOP-controlled legislature passed a law to allow low-potency strains of marijuana, but many argued it was only beneficial to a limited group of patients. Voters fought to expand the drug's availability to the sick, but was just 2 points shy of the 60% needed to pass under Florida law. Though it failed, it opened the eyes of lawmakers because it garnered more support than any statewide candidate and highlighted just where the Florida votes are at. South Florida officials are exploring new ways to monitor the area's flood control system from the sky. South Florida Water Management District proposed using a fleet of drones for tasks such as looking for levee damage and even counting wading bird nests in the Everglades. Using more technological tools are among the ways that the Water Management District proposed to tackle more of its flood control, water supply, and Everglades restoration duties. The region, stretching from Orlando to Key West, involves care and maintenance of 2,000 miles of canals and levees, 71 water pumping stations, and ownership of more than 1 million acres of land. A wildlife ecologist and the University of Florida are now working with the Water Management District on ways to use unmanned flights to help with inspections of more South Florida levees and other potential uses. Over 30 arrests were recently made in an effort to cripple the Latin Kings drug trafficking operation in Palm Beach County. The initiative, called Operation Checkmate, made 36 arrests. 24 of those were Latin Kings, one of the country's most violent gangs. The investigation lasted months and came to a screeching halt when SWAT teams, the FBI, Homeland Security, and other agencies raided homes and carried out dozens of warrants. Over $35,000, 22 firearms, and 84 marijuana plants were confiscated. Police are on the hunt for a man who filmed himself climbing and hanging from a 50-story crane in downtown Miami. The daredevil wears a mask and a GoPro camera strapped to his head to show himself at the top of the construction site. Miami police are distributing pictures of him taken from his social media videos where you can clearly see his face. Police also believe another man is involved in trespassing with the daredevil. Police say trespassing on a construction site is a third-degree felony in the state of Florida, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and/or fines of up to $10,000. More importantly, police are concerned about potential copycats. If you have any information, you are asked to call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-453-TIPS.